Hi loves, my name is Haley Comet. Welcome to your 20-minute gentle but invigorating Aries New Moon yoga flow. This practice is designed to get you in sync with the outer cosmos, as well as provide the container for you to explore your inner cosmos. So ensure you're in comfortable clothes, maybe light a candle if that suits you. And we'll get started cross-legged. On your inhale, reach up above head. Exhale, pull in through heart center. Allow yourself to close your eyes and really let your breath be the guide. And this will continue through practice. If your intuition, if your body isn't down for a particular posture, honor that wisdom, loves. On your next inhale, reach up above head, interlace your fingertips, and then flip them up towards the ceiling. We're going to take some seated cat-cows. So on your inhale, you puff up your heart space, and on your exhale, take cat. Round through your spine, pull your belly button towards the back of the room, and follow your own cats and cows, exploring that rounding and that flexion. Maybe closing your eyes just to drop a little more into your body. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, take a side body stretch over towards the right side of your space. And think of rotating your heart space open a little bit as you explore that length through your side body. On your inhale, reach up. Exhale, take your side body stretch over towards the left side of the room. Stretch as though you're really trying to create space in between each of your ribs within your rib cage, enlivening this part of your body. On your inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull into heart center. Loves, new moons are new opportunities for you to call in what it is your heart, your spirit longs for. So I want you to see that within your mind's eye. What is it that you want to plant into existence within this space? Aries, the sign of this new moon, speaks to the most instinctive, raw part of ourselves. So don't judge your desires as they come up. Whether you are expanding the manifestation of an emotion, of a material object, of a version of yourself, honor the Aries energy by being fearless. And we'll work through it as we move through. Let's find ourselves into a downward facing dog. Lengthen through your spine. Maybe it feels good to walk your dog, so bend through one knee and then the other. Gently guiding your heels to melt down to the earth. On your inhale, lift your right leg up. Option, take a couple bends out through your knee. Inhale, re-straighten your leg. Exhale, tiger pose. Pull your knee towards your heart space. Defy gravity by lifting your knee up. Inhale, re-extend your leg. Exhale, low lunge. Heel ball toe step, your foot between your hands. And softly melt your left knee down to the earth and arise into modified crescent pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, back bend. Think of cactusing your arms out and providing a shelf for your heart made by your shoulder blades. So think of lifting your heart space up. Inhale, re-extend your arms. Exhale, half splits pose. Flex your right foot to protect your knee joint. You're welcome to stay upright, or you can draw your hips all the way down to your heels. Whichever version suits you, really honor your intuition and your body. But do know when we flow this little sequence, you likely won't have time to go all the way down, so you'll have to take the prior variation where you are lifted off the earth. Inhale, modified exalted warrior. Lift your left arm up and send your right arm to your thigh. And think of lifting your heart space up to meet your hand. Fearless, led by heart. And we'll meet in runner's lunge. Toe heel your right toes towards the upper right corner of your mat and drop your hips down. Option to stay up on your fingertips or take it down to your elbows. This is the first new moon of the astrological year, and it speaks to the fearlessness of new beginnings, of initiating what it is that our heart longs for. So know in this space that you are worthy of your desires and to release any thought that tells you otherwise. Sinking into that raw fearlessness of Aries energy. Draw yourself up to your hands if you've come down to your elbows. And toe heel your foot towards the middle of your mat. Tuck your toes underneath, find low lunge, and then lift your right leg up. Option to take a couple bends through your leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Loves, we're gonna check in. So come down to your knees for puppy pose. Lengthen your fingertips towards the top of your mat and breathe into the back side of your body, lifting your hips up. Just check in. We will meet according to your timing in downward facing dog to explore the left side. So inhale, lift your left leg up. Option to bend if you did on the other side. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, tiger pose. Pull your knee towards heart center, dome through the upper part of your back. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, heel ball toe step, low lunge. Sink your right knee down to the earth and arise, modified crescent pose. Drop your hips forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, back bend. Cactus your elbows out. Lift your heart space up. Keep your gaze high. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half splits pose. Loves, option to take the variation you did on the other side, whether that's sitting down or staying up. Just find that hamstring stretch by lengthening your leg. Remember to flex through your foot and bowing to whichever level feels right for you. On your inhale, modified exalted warrior. Lift your right arm up. Left hand drifts down to your thigh as you lift your heart space high. Remembering that divine fire, that spark, that life force within you. This corresponds to Aries, the very first sign of the zodiac. Breath in. Exhale, take it down to runner's lunge. Toe heel your left toes towards the upper corner of your mat. Option to stay up on your hands or take it down to your elbows. And I want you to take a body scan, just observing where you are holding on to tension and seeking to relax it. So maybe through your shoulders, your jaw. Come up to low lunge. Lift your left leg high, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. We're going to flow breath to movement to the movements we just took. It's okay if you're a little ahead of me or a little behind. Your breath is your guide. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, tiger pose, knee to chest. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, low lunge, heel ball toe step, drop your left knee down. Inhale, modified crescent pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, modified crescent pose. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, modified exalted warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge, and pause. Option to stay right here, or lift your back knee up and begin to gently rock forward and back as though you're just giving a massage to your hands. Allowing yourself to find some space within your hips. From here, loves, we will gather back into low lunge. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, optional, flip your dog. Work your leg up and over. Lift your heart space up. If this is not for you, just stay in three-legged. That is perfect. And we'll gather back into downward facing dog. We'll explore the left. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, tiger pose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, low lunge, heel ball toe step. Soften your right knee down. Inhale, modified crescent. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, modified crescent. Exhale, half split. Send your hips back. Inhale, modified exalted warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge, and pause. Option to stay right here or explore that slight flossing motion if you took it on the other side. Lifting your right knee up and guiding your weight forward and back. Inhale, lift your left leg high, option to stay, or find that flip of your dog, thinking of lifting your heart space open, only if this is within your practice, but allow your heart to soar as you arrive there. And we'll gather in your downward facing dog. Loves, find a child's pose or puppy pose. Wherever you are, allow your third eye center to feel rested into your mat beneath you. While Aries is the sign of self, know that you are supported by the universe, by the cosmos in claiming this bold new beginning. Meeting the universe halfway by merging your desires and taking action on them. Bring yourself to a tabletop into high plank and then slowly lower yourself down towards your belly. We'll take locust pose. So dial the tops of your feet into the earth, hands alongside your chest. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, breathe in and lift your chest off the earth. Keep the back of your neck long. Keep pressing the top of your feet down into the earth as you lift a little bit higher. Breath in. Exhale, melt yourself down. Dial your right arm straight out towards the side in line with your shoulder. Magnetize your left heel towards your glute. Option to just rotate onto your side and stack hip on hip. Maybe for some bodies you can move your left foot all the way towards the side of your mat. This is an intense stretch, so if you have any shoulder sensitivity, feel free to just stay at that first layer. Draw yourself back towards center. We'll take floor bow. So magnetize your heels towards your glutes. Reach for the outer arches of your feet. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, floor bow. Kick so much so into your hands that your heart space begins to lift, and continue to kick and lift your heart up in equal pressure. And relax yourself down. Dial your left arm straight out in line with your shoulder and magnetize your right heel towards your glute. Option, just rotate so hip stacks on hip. Maybe your foot makes all the way across. Feel free to pause at whichever layer serves you. And when you arrive, just breathe. Draw yourself back towards center, push yourself up into a puppy pose. So lengthen your fingertips out and dial your heart space down to the earth. Loves, we will rise to our knees and think of stacking your shoulders on top of your hips, hips on top of your knees. Draw your hands to your lower back as though you're putting them into your back pockets. And we'll explore Camel pose Utstrasana. Think of lifting your heart space up. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Option to stay there, or option to reach down for your ankles. You can tuck your toes underneath. But I want you to maintain that stack of your hips on top of your knees. Heart space lifted up, back of your neck long, breathing and led by heart. Slowly rewind, and we'll take a seat on our heels just to ground. So one hand to your stomach, one hand to your heart. This new moon in particular is rare as it meets up with Chiron, the wounded healer, asking us to feel strong and bold and courageous, even in our vulnerability, even with our flaws, even with our insecurity, knowing that we were created with a particular mission. Our desires were given to us for a reason, and it's up to us to believe in ourselves, to make them a reality, to be fearless. And we will meet on our glutes and slowly unravel your vertebrae one at a time until you can descend all the way onto the mat underneath you. We will explore a half pigeon variation, so plant your left foot into the earth and cross your right ankle on top of your thigh. Now magnetize your right knee away from your body, and you can stay at this first layer, or you can deepen this expression by lifting your left foot off the earth so your knee stacks over your hip and reaching through for your thigh or even your calf. Now I like to shift more weight into my left hip to intensify the stretch. Take a breath in. Exhale, take a twist. So descend your legs over to the left side of your mat, and your gaze can look straight up, or you can continue the twist through your neck by looking over to the right side. Option to just stack your knees one on top of the other. If the pretzel variation just isn't working within your body, honor your intuition. Take what you need. Loves, we'll meet back to center and swap it out. So plant your right foot down to the earth and cross your left ankle on your thigh. Now flex your foot to protect your knee joint, an option to explore the layer of depth that you explored on the first side. Perhaps that's reaching through to reach for your thigh or your calf. Again, shift weight into your right hip to intensify the stretch. Remember to flex both feet if they're off the earth. And we'll find that stretch. So drop your legs over towards the right side, option to unravel your legs and just stack knee on knee. You can look straight up or look over to the side, and invitation to close your eyes, to just attune to breath, to just dial in. Draw yourself back to center, and we'll take legs up the wall pose. So send both legs up above you. Draw your knees in towards heart center. Give yourself the biggest hug you've seen all day. Tell yourself you're worthy of your desires. Breath in. Exhale, Savasana. Lengthen your legs long, arms long, heart open. This space is your own. I'll guide you out. Just allow yourself to sink into the space and let go. Loves, this space is available for you, so if it feels soothing for your soul, I encourage you to stay. If you're ready to arise, begin to take action towards your Aries New Moon intentions. Maybe start with a wiggle in your fingers and toes. Reach your arms above head, pull your knees to your chest. Roll over to whichever side feels intuitive. This posture represents rebirth. And at this moment, this Aries New Moon is presenting us with this opportunity to start something new, to initiate what makes our heart soar, to feel fearless as we go after what it is that we want. Push yourself up into a seat. Draw your hands to heart center. They're in a prayer grip or just one on top of the other. Close your eyes and tune in. Return to that vision you created towards the beginning of class. What it is you want to invite into your reality. An emotion, a material possession, a person, whatever it is, I want you to see it. And furthermore, feel it. And furthermore, know you are deserving of it. Allowing yourself to give it texture, nuance, detail. What does it look like, smell like, feel like? This desire was given to you for a reason, and the cosmos is presenting you with this brand new start, to be fearless in the pursuit of what lights you up, to know that you are capable of pursuing this intention, and you are worthy of having it. I offer up the mantra, I am courageous. I move in the direction of my manifestations. Draw your hands to third eye center, your forehead, knowing that within this space the seed has been planted, the desire has been expanded. Now your only job is to take aligned action when the timing is right. The divine spark within me honors, celebrates, and cherishes the divine light within you. And we bow and we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me within this space. The new moon energy is active up to 3 days after the new moon, so feel free to return. Until we meet again, take care.